In this lecture, we shall discuss about from 4th house to the 8th house. Okay, 5 houses we shall discuss. So what is this 4th house? 4th house represents our heart, emotions, our mind, our feelings. It represents our mother. It actually represents what nourishes us, our comforts and luxuries. Because in the home environment, at our home, when we are with our mother, we feel nourished. We feel comfortable. Okay, the luxuries and comforts are seen from the 4th house. It also represents vehicles, our homeland, our native place. It also represents the people of our homeland. It represents education. Now we'll go to the 5th house. 5th house is our creativity and intelligence, what we love to do. So love and romance, the deep feelings of love and romance are seen from the 5th house. We see higher education. It also represents children, our intelligence. It represents gambling and speculative business. It actually represents our like movie related field, our creativity in the movie related field, in media, glamour field. Then we have the 6th house. So 6th house is considered to be a difficult house because it represents enemies, hurdles in life, obstacles in life, diseases, debts. Debts means the loans that we have taken from private lenders or banks. It also represents some positive things like daily schedule, the daily schedule that we follow, daily routine we may say. It also represents job, the daily jobs, office work, service. It also represents service in non-profit organizations, NGOs, or charitable organizations. It represents celibacy because 7th house is marriage. So 12th house from the 7th house, it is like it denies that. 12th house from any house denies whatever is represented by that house. So 7th house is marriage. So 6th house is 12th from the 7th house. So 6th house represents celibacy. And it also represents all the pet animals that we have. That is 6th house. Now 7th house, a very, very important house because it is directly opposite to the 1st house. It represents marriage, marriage partner, boyfriend or girlfriend, lover. It also represents legal partnership because marriage is legal partnership. Business partnership. Your business partners can be seen from the 7th house. It also represents all the other people in your life. And deal making is seen from the 7th house. And the marketplace is seen from the 7th house. Relationships are seen. Basically, when you are sitting in front of a person, that person represents 7th house because you are represented by the 1st house. The person sitting opposite to you, communicating with you, he represents the 7th house. 8th house. 8th house is again a dangerous house. It is considered to be a dark house because it represents sudden occurrences and accidents, and surgeries are seen from the 8th house. It also represents the family of our spouse, in-laws, we may say. It is a secret house. It represents deeply buried things like oil, mining. Dead bodies are buried. Okay, the dead bodies are also seen from the 8th house. It is death and rebirth. And joint assets are seen from the 8th house. Okay, so we shall stop here. In this lecture we discussed about 5 houses from 4th house to the 8th house. The remaining houses we shall see in the next lecture.